How's it going, everybody? My name is Mike, and this is Tegrity Wood. If you're new to the channel, I'm in my first year of starting a firewood business. This is my wood yard. That right there is the hen house for an old chicken run. That's what this was. I converted it down. If you're interested in watching somebody do a ton of manual labor, go back to my earlier videos from earlier this year. So we got the place ready to go. We've been collecting wood, splitting wood with the old Husky there. So yeah, it's been a pretty interesting year. Starting to get into the fall. Eventually I'm gonna have to start selling some of it instead of just collecting it. But yeah, so the state of the union here for the wood yard is I'm about out of wood. I have spent the last month, oh geez, it's about a month and a half now since I've been to my tree service hookup. So I have access to a tree service wood pile on their wood lot, and the trailer that I use belongs to the gentleman whose property this is that I rent my space from, and he's been busy with pumpkins. So for the last month and a half, he's been using it on the exact days I have available to go buck up wood and use the trailer. So I just haven't had access to it. I had a big old pile, 7-foot pile of wood along these skids here. We've got her all chewed up. I'll give you a quick tour around the wood yard, just kind of show you my inventory. Today's going to be just kind of a relaxing video. The weather, I mean, you can see the skies are just perfect. Bluebird skies. We had a cold front blowing last night. Rain like the dickens yesterday. But today, this is what we got going on. It's windy and it's high in the low 60s. I mean, just awesome for doing manual labor. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna get some ash that I didn't even video this. I split up the last little bit. I just took a break from videoing and just wanted to get something done. I got a couple ash rounds and a couple maple rounds. That stuff down there, that is the elm that is just, ugh, I don't even know. I may take a couple whacks at splitting something off of that, but I don't know. The elm is awful to split. So yeah, I'll give you a quick tour around, show you what we got going on, and you can hang out with me while I clean this place up a bit. All right, well, we'll start out with the star of the show, the old Husky log splitter. She's a 22-ton, 6.5 horsepower. Got the Briggs & Stratton on it. That engine fires up every pull. If you're interested in like some of the things that I did just to get this back up into shape, this also belongs to the gentleman that owns the property. So I got nothing in my trailer and I got nothing in my splitter. But I have been taking care of it and I got it fixed up. It wasn't running when I started doing this. So you can go back and watch those videos if you're interested. There's my ash rounds, a couple maple rounds there. This is some ash that I'd split up. It's ready to go. That's actually mulberry right there. And then this is just, you can see how stringy it is. That's some elm logs that, I don't know if I got the heart to even mess with it. This is kind of my reject pile where I just toss stuff. I got some folks I know that just take this stuff off my hands and burn it. I do burn stuff in my campfire. That is some Facebook Marketplace stuff over here. I have been busting this up. If it's long, I just bust it up long. And I have been taking this back to my house and burning it up. So I've been getting my campfires on for sure. So, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on there. I did have this where I was putting rounds as well, but I think that suffices for now. And I'm going to start, there's no reason to be chasing rows that direction when I can be right here where I'm splitting. So I think I'm going to start a new row, but this is my oldest stuff. That whole run right there is soft maple. This is going to be a mix of hackberry, elm, and honey locust. That is a third of a cord of hickory that I bought early. And then this right here is mostly ash, a little bit of hackberry, and then I'm going to finish it out with the ash. So this is where we're going to be stacking that ash that I have split up over there. Look at these flowers. Super pretty. Some late fall flowers going on. And the bees are digging it. Let's see here. So this run here, what I've realized, and if you've watched the channel before, I apologize for any redundancy, but the honey locust, I have had quite a bit of honey locust. It grows all over here and people are taking them out of their yards, and I've had pretty good access to them. A very dense wood, burns a little better from what I researched as far as heat, a little better than red oak, not quite as good as white oak. And basically from there all the way down is honey locust, and it's mixed throughout. I'm going to use that as well for paying. I don't plan on selling to people who are heating. I mean, if they want to buy from me, they can, but my pricing is going to be structured around people who are just interested in really nice dry firewood, either for their campfires or for fireplace or just a wood burning stove. Just you know, it'll heat your home, but you know, a lot of it's going to be soft maple and stuff, and burns great, but not the best heating wood. That's not really the game I'm getting in. So I realize this stuff is just so dense, it's more like an oak, and it's going to take a lot longer than the hackberry to dry. So I'm going to start separating that out. I do have it mixed throughout. I'm just going to start pulling that out, and then that's going to be my rent for next year. I'm going to use the honey locust to give to the gentleman, that Scott is his name, to give to Scott for that. And then this is some mulberry there, random small bits for a friend of mine, a new maple run here, and then some more of the hackberry and stuff. So this is my newest run. I still have some space here, but like I said, it only makes sense to get a little bit closer to where I'm splitting. So yeah, there's your tour of my little wood yard. I ain't messing with that elm. I ain't gonna do it. I just don't feel like messing with elm. I should probably just get it on there and bust it in half anyways. We'll go get some things stacked and then I'll knock out that elm. All right, here's the deal. Elm blows to split. Not all of it, in my experience, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like subspecies or what. Growing conditions. I've had big pieces of elm that split up just fine. A little bit stringy, kind of like a hackberry or something, but not unmanageable. I've had ones with knots that split okay. I've had ones like this, which don't have any knots in them, and are just an absolute crap show on the way that they split. So, I mean, you can't even turn it, it's just spider webs when you're done. So, I got 3 hunks. At the very least, I'm gonna get it busted up into something I can throw on my fire pit. So, yeah. I do not enjoy elm. Yeah, let's see what happens here. All right, well, today's lesson, the same as my last lesson with elm. It sucks to split. Those logs were miserable. I had 3 large half logs, and I was lucky to get a wheelbarrow worth of usable wood. I mean, you work like that, you fight with it. I think I'm just gonna be leaving it at the wood pile moving forward. I'll be honest with you. I mean, it's just so much work, and then the product you get doesn't even look good. So yeah, lesson of the day, elm sucks ass. I did enjoy just an absolute beautiful, I mean, look at those guys. It doesn't get better than that, and it's 60 degrees. I don't even think I'm sweating, you know. So I'll take that as a win. It's been a beautiful day in the wood yard. Appreciate you guys coming along for the ride. If you like what you saw, give us that thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And remember, no matter what it is you do, or where it is you do it, always do integrity.